Hi, my name is Josh, and this is my animal communication breakthrough. Thank you for sharing your story with us today, Josh. You're welcome. I've been to your site so much over the past few years that I feel like I know you personally. Well, you know what they say in spiritual circles, we're all one. Yes, they do say that. Tell me how you got started in animal communication. Well, I was browsing the books in a thrift store one day and I came across one that was about talking to your pet. And I had to buy it immediately. It was fascinating to me. And the book ended up not being very great, but it opened my mind up to the possibility that this was even a thing that I could learn. I never considered it before, and I never thought that I could do that. I thought maybe it was just for the gifted or for the psychics you see on TV. So I went online and looked around, and then sure enough, there's some workshops available. And I signed up for one that was starting soon. It was for 15 weeks, and 50 other people had joined up already, and there I was among them. How did it go? Unfortunately, even after 15 weeks, I came away with not being able to talk to animals still, and it was very disappointing. And part of the problem was because the practice sessions were all in real time. And so we all logged on and we're all right there in the chat room, and we would practice with an animal. And then those who got messages would post them immediately. And the rest of us who weren't getting messages yet would see these other people posting, and we would immediately have anxiety over it. Like we're not getting that, and so we would kind of shut down, and it just made things worse for us. The other problem was that after the class ended, there was really no support. There was no next step, and so if we ended the workshop with zero skills, or we had the knowledge but we couldn't do anything, then we continued with not being able to do anything. So I was not happy with this, and I was determined to get this right. And so I decided to create a web page with a few animals, and I started kind of getting the word out, and a few animals started with the practice sessions, and so people can come from anywhere in the world at any time and practice with the animals. And this would take the pressure off because they could practice on their own time, not in a group setting, and kind of ease into it, do it at their own pace. And word got around and people really liked this, and so I figured I may have something here. And over the next few months, I made it a daily practice, and I read every book I could. I watched tons of videos. I I tried every method I could find out there, and I had some success, but not anywhere near what I was hoping for and what I thought was possible. And so I kind of lost much more confidence than I could actually gain because I wasn't progressing the way I knew I should be able to. So, out of frustration and desperation, I finally said, I'm going to create a challenge, a 30-day challenge. And challenges aren't normally anything that I do. I don't do New Year's resolutions or challenges or anything like that to get me motivated. I'm already self-motivated. But I thought something about this just feels right. And if worse comes to worse, I don't progress at a challenge, then at least I'll be there for other people and I'll be able to support them and commiserate with them, and at least it'll be that for me and for everybody else. 30 days? That's like a whole month. Yes, 30 days is a whole month. Anyway, I went into the challenge with sort of low expectations or no expectations, and thinking I'll at least be able to support everybody if nothing else.
I hope there's a happy ending to the story. It's kind of bumming me out.
I'm getting to that. Isn't the breakthrough part of these videos what they're all about?
Just checking.
So, since I had such low expectations or no expectations, I just went into the challenge with nothing to lose. And I figured I'm just going to go for it. And I'm going to let go of every process and method that I've learned and just do it my way, which is just a natural, simple connection. And that first day was incredible. I actually had a really great, deep conversation, and it blew me away. And the next 30 days, I had the same thing happen. So something broke free in me, and it seems to be about finding my own way and my own path.
All month?
Yes, the full month. I realized that I just had to do things my way. And that's how I've always worked. I've always done it best when I found my own path and my own style. And I did it naturally and simply and in a straightforward way. And that's exactly what happened.
So where did everything lead after that?
Well, I kept practicing and participating in more challenges and have had hundreds of conversations since then. And they've all been deep and exciting and helpful to the animals and to me. And it's just been a wonderful experience. And of course, I am still working at it and still want to go further. It's not something I want to do professionally, but I do want to be fluent in this language because I want to be able to interact in nature and with animals around me in a much more meaningful way.
That's really inspiring. Thanks so much for sharing your experience with us today.
You're welcome, and thank you for such a great practice site.
Oh no, the thanks goes all to you.
No, it's you too.
Well, it's mostly you.
Me, you, what's the difference?
You're right. See you around, Josh.
Yes, you probably will.